How many people know that there was a famine kind of situation? There was a famine kind of situation in Afghanistan. In 2020, for 1 year back, it did not rain in Afghanistan. And Afghanistan has more or less, I believe, 6 crore of population. 6 crore will make like 60 million people they live in Afghanistan. Afghanistan falls in Indian subcontinent, but weather-wise, it is exactly like Central Asia, Afghanistan. Russia, sometime back, Soviet Union, they tried to influence into politics of Afghanistan. Considering Afghanistan is part of Central Asia, more or less it falls in Russian subcontinent, but they were falsified. Afghanistan falls in Indian subcontinent. People are from Indian origin. Even though only thing that is the Central Asia is weather of Afghanistan is Central Asia. I mean there is no monsoon rain as such in Afghanistan. The after May time frame it does not rain at all. So before in April time frame it rains something. Otherwise it will snow out there. So it is a Central Asian weather. But people are from Indian origin. Means their genetic structure, the way they eat, the way they talk, everything is Indian only. And how many people know that there was a drought in Afghanistan, famine in Afghanistan in 2024, and people are surviving there. Then after that, 31st August 2025, means around 13 days back, there was a severe earthquake in Afghanistan. It shook the Afghanistan. And now, after the earthquake, 27,000 children are starving now. This starvation is something that is killing the Indian subcontinent. People, we have already seen 12,000 children are starving in Gaza Strip now. That is forced famine. There is no famine in that direction. In Yemen, people are seeing famine, and in Iraq, people are seeing the famine. But as far as Israel and Lebanon and this region, it is raining. Still, 12,000 children are starving out there. But in Afghanistan, starvation is because of the famine and then earthquake. Situation is getting worse day by day in Afghanistan. Someone must help Afghanistan. The worst situation is happening for the children. Elder people, at least they can run here and there and they can get some food. But what about children? They cannot get food. Where they will go? If elders they do not feed the children, then what children would eat? Children are not self-sufficient. Okay, that situation is very bad in Afghanistan. And after earthquake, there was a help that was seen from China and Australia. They received some money as far as help is concerned. Otherwise, Russia and some other country they provided some food grain to Afghanistan, but it is very insufficient, especially to the children, where 27,000 new cases, 27,000 new cases of starvation is being seen. Earlier, with the 2024 famine already around 3 point, I believe 3.2 3.2 million children are starving, or 2.3, whatever, either 2.3 or 3.2. It is very high amount. Means the children number in Afghanistan is very high. Afghanistan is one of the country where children population is very high. Anyway, Afghanistan is among the country we do not have food. India is also among them. India, if 2024 in hunger index of 127 country, India stood 105, I think. 2023, India was 114. In 2024, India was 105, little better. But in 2024, because of the famine, Afghanistan hunger index is 2006, 116 out of 127 country because of the famine. Otherwise, Afghanistan is not that a starving country. As Afghanistan is the largest producing country as far as dry fruit is concerned, but there is nothing out here because of the famine. So people can eat dry fruits also, so that they would not die of the hunger, but nothing is there. So 2024 onward, Afghanistan is coming in list of hunger index now somehow. And some country they must help Afghanistan. What is the condition of Afghanistan that we will see and how much they help they need. Okay, first we will see the following the earthquake of Afghanistan that happened on 31st of August 2025. How much India supported to Afghanistan? Okay, I had a list earlier. Okay, looks like that list went somewhere. Okay, I was trying to search that how much India has supported Afghanistan as far as 31st August. There was a okay, yeah, I have now. Okay, so India, 21 ton of material India provided to Afghanistan as far as earthquake is concerned. This is what tweeted by Foreign Minister of India, Mr. S. Jaishankar. What India provided help to Afghanistan. 21 ton of relief material including blanket, tent, hygiene kits, water storage tanks, generators, kitchen utensils, portable water purifiers, sleeping bags, essential medicine, wheelchair, hand sanitizer. Now, when it is a famine hit country, and then after that earthquake came, how much this 21 ton of sanitizer and water purifier makes sense? They have many water stream coming from the mountain, then they can drink water. Okay, so they needed food and they needed money. That India did not provide anything to them, any help to them. Okay, probably to make United States happy because United States is a country which is not helping these kind of country nowadays. Earlier, United States was helping them. Okay, the data is that October 2024, when famine hit the Afghanistan, at that time 3.2 million children in Afghanistan they were suffering from acute malnutrition. 3.2 million children, and that will come as half of the population of Afghanistan. 3.2 million. I'm sorry. Then that will be around 30 lakhs people. 30 lakh children, 32 lakh children, they were suffering from the malnutrition, acute malnutrition. 31st August 2025, when earthquake came, there 2,200 people died in the earthquake, and out of 2,200, 1,200 were children. Half of them were children. Means when earthquake came in the night, midnight, the elders they ran away from the house, leaving their children, and children died in that manner. Out of 2,200 people died, out of that 1,200 were children, and among them 500 were girls and 650 were boys who got killed in the earthquake. Means rooftop fell or wall fell, whatsoever. Okay, if I talk about the food condition, starvation condition of Afghanistan, then two-third of female-headed families. There are many families in Afghanistan who are being headed by the female, not by the male. Out of the families which are headed by the female, two-third of it is going through the malnutrition. No, that is the condition after the in the earthquake hit region. Earthquake hit region is Jalalabad province and Kunar province. These are the province that come along the Kabul river that enters to the Peshawar in Pakistan. So those region that is the worst affected through the earthquake. And in this region, two-thirds of the family which are led by the ladies, female, they are going through the malnutrition. People do not have food to eat. 1 year back there was no rain or something like that. Then more or less it is devastating condition for the Afghanistan. Okay, because of the earthquake now, because of the earthquake now, after the earthquake has happened in the earthquake region, 37,000. If I had said 27,000 earlier, 37,000 children are going through malnutrition or starvation now. 10,000 pregnant or breastfeeding women they are going through malnutrition now in the earthquake region, and altogether Around 91,000 people are going through malnutrition in the earthquake region. No, this is a very high amount that is going through. Anyway, now if I talk about the health clinic in the earthquake region, Kunar region and Jalalabad region, health clinic, then there around 9% or 10% of the health clinic are closed. Either they are damaged because of the earthquake or fund is not there. Fund is not coming from the outside and Talibani government, they are not able to raise the fund. 10% of the clinic, they are closed in that region. Around 80 clinics are closed and altogether in Afghanistan, around 422 clinics are closed in recent times because of the famine, no fund is there, or something like that. Anyway, now if we talk about the kind of a nationwide malnutrition, this is the malnutrition I am talking about. Last year, the malnutrition among the children was 3.2 children that were starving. Now, in the earthquake region only, 37,000 children are starving. If I talk about present condition, around the country, there are 5 million children, 50 lakh children, they do not have sufficient food. And among them, 3.5 million, means 3.2 million last year and zero point 0.3 million got added. Means that is the 37,000 more or less. 3.5 million children now they are having acute starvation, acute malnutrition they are going through, and 5 million children altogether they are going through shortage of food. This is the condition of Afghanistan, and 5 million children constitute 20% of the total children. Means 5 million means 50 lakhs, that is 20%, and 2.5 crore population of Afghanistan is children out of 6 crore. Means more or less around 35 to 40% population of the children only in Afghanistan. Okay, this is the condition of the Afghanistan. Okay, so children suffering from the malnutrition are 11 times more likely to die. If someone children is suffering from malnutrition, then 11 times more likely that he will die with children that suffering from any disease and not malnutrition. Malnutrition children they are likely to die 11 times more likely to die from common children illness or disease. Means children are dying in Afghanistan. We will talk about Gaza Strip. But Gaza Strip right now, 12,000 children are going through the malnutrition, and 2,500 of them are acute malnutrition. They are going. We have a news of one children, and his name is Shamam Kude, Shamam Kude, and that children somehow he was lucky or she was lucky, and she got admitted in the Italy, some hospital out there in Italy, in Naples hospital, and he is recovering. Okay, he became 5 kilogram of weight when his age was 2 years, and then he is recovering out there. Italy is the country that came forward to save children of Gaza Strip. There was a cruise ship also that did embarkment, and 13th of the July 2025 the ship left the port of Syracuse, Sicily. Sicily is a province in Italy. There that ship left on 13th of the July, and it was seized by Israeli forces 100 kilometers away from the Gaza Strip on 26th of July, 13 days after this. That was filled with the doctors and milk and other food materials for the children. But anyway, Israeli forces they did not like that children would survive in the Gaza Strip. More or less same situation in Afghanistan also. Okay, if you talk about Mr. Shahbaz Sharif or Indian Prime Minister, they will generally will be in United States or China and Russia and European Union countries. They do not have time to go to the Kunar province and Jalalabad province and look after for the children. God is watching them. Okay, what will happen to them if their children will suffer? Though no one knows that whose time will topple when.